For 30 years, I watched patients spend thousands on treatments that never worked. Then I discovered something the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know. Picture this moment with me. You open your eyes tomorrow morning, and instead of reaching immediately for your glasses, you notice something different. The alarm clock numbers are crisp, clear. The room comes into focus naturally. You walk to the bathroom mirror and see your own face, sharp and detailed, without squinting. That reality is closer than you think. Today, I'm sharing 7 specific fruits that restore vision while you sleep. Not expensive supplements. Not prescription drops with dangerous side effects. Simple, natural foods working overnight to repair damaged retinal cells. And here's what makes this so powerful. Your eyes heal during sleep, but only if you give them precise nutrients at precisely the right time. Most people have no idea timing matters this much for eye health. Do this correctly, and you could wake up seeing clearer than you have in years. Some people report improvements in just 72 hours. If this resonates with you, I invite you to subscribe. This channel is built on science-backed natural health strategies. And if you're ready to continue learning with me today, simply press 1. Now, before we explore these 7 fruits, you need to understand something critical. The blurry vision you're experiencing right now isn't bad luck. It's not inevitable aging. It's a symptom of cellular damage happening deep inside your eyes. And if you don't address the root cause, no amount of glasses will truly fix the problem. They just compensate while the damage gets worse. Let me paint a picture of what's happening to millions of Americans right now. You wake up and immediately reach for your glasses. Everything looks fuzzy. The alarm clock is just a blur of red numbers. You stumble to the bathroom, barely seeing your own face. You sit with your morning coffee, trying to read the newspaper. But the words swim and dance. You hold it at arm's length just to make out headlines. Driving becomes genuinely stressful. Street signs blur until you're dangerously close. Other cars appear from nowhere in your peripheral vision. And nighttime driving? Even worse. Every pair of headlights creates halos that make you squint. Traffic lights blur together. You're constantly worried about missing something critical on the road. Sound familiar? According to the National Eye Institute, over 93 million Americans face significant vision problems right now. That's 1 out of every 3 adults. And that number grows every single year. Here's what frustrates me most about this situation. Most people accept it as normal aging. They think, well, I'm getting older, so my eyes are supposed to fail. But that's not the whole truth. Yes, your eyes change with age, but the blurriness, the constant strain, the night vision problems, those aren't inevitable. They're symptoms of underlying damage that conventional medicine isn't addressing at the root level. Your doctor treats symptoms, not causes, and here's where it gets truly concerning. Much of this vision damage happens while you're fast asleep. Your retina, that delicate tissue at the back of your eye, is incredibly metabolically active at night. It's desperately trying to repair itself from oxidative stress accumulated during the day. But without specific nutrients, those critical repairs never happen properly. Instead, damage accumulates silently, night after night, month after month, year after year. Then one morning, you wake up and suddenly realize your vision has declined significantly. No pain to warn you, no discomfort to signal the problem. Just progressive, silent deterioration, stealing your sight gradually. So what does your conventional doctor do? They prescribe reading glasses, maybe stronger lenses. Some recommend lubricating drops for dryness. When things get really bad, they suggest cataract surgery. But here's the fundamental problem with all standard treatment. It's symptom management, like putting a Band-Aid on a broken arm. None of it addresses why your vision is declining in the first place. The pharmaceutical approach to eye health? Don't get me started. Big Pharma loves keeping you on expensive medications for life. There's no profit in telling you to eat papaya before bed. But there are billions of dollars in prescription drops, surgical procedures, and ongoing treatments. I personally saw patients spend $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 on treatments that never fixed the root cause. They just masked symptoms while cellular damage continued unchecked. And the side effects aren't insignificant. Dry eye medications cause burning, stinging, and light sensitivity. Glaucoma drugs lead to darkened eyelids and permanent eye color changes. Steroid drops actually increase your risk of developing cataracts. It's madness. What happens if you ignore this problem and do nothing? The progression is predictable, and it's not pretty. First, you lose the ability to see fine details. Reading becomes harder. You need more light for everything. Then night vision deteriorates significantly. Driving after dark becomes genuinely dangerous. Your peripheral vision gradually closes in, creating tunnel vision. Eventually, you could face advanced macular degeneration or severe glaucoma, conditions that lead to permanent, irreversible vision loss that no surgery can fix. That's not scare tactics. That's just the harsh reality of untreated progressive vision decline. To fix this at the root level, you need to understand what's happening inside your eyes at the cellular level. Your eye functions like a sophisticated biological camera. Light enters through the cornea and lens. It travels through the vitreous humor, that clear gel inside your eyeball, and it hits the retina at the back. The retina is packed with millions of photoreceptor cells, rods and cones. These specialized cells convert light energy into electrical signals that travel through your optic nerve directly to your brain. It's an amazing system, but here's where serious problems develop. Your retinal cells are incredibly delicate and energy-demanding. They require constant oxygen and specific nutrients to function properly. And they're particularly vulnerable to something called oxidative stress. Think of oxidative stress like rust forming on metal over time. Free radicals, these unstable, destructive molecules, attack your retinal cells continuously throughout every day. They damage cell membranes, corrupt DNA, destroy mitochondria. Over months and years, this accumulated damage builds up significantly. Photoreceptors stop working efficiently. Lens proteins start clumping together, forming opaque areas, and your vision becomes progressively worse. Now here's what most conventional doctors won't tell you. Or maybe they don't even know. This cellular damage actually accelerates dramatically during nighttime hours. During the day, your eyes naturally produce antioxidants to fight damaging free radicals. But at night, when you're sleeping and your metabolism shifts, those protective mechanisms slow down significantly. If you haven't given your body the right nutrients before bed, oxidative damage continues completely unchecked all night long. Your retinal cells desperately struggle to repair themselves without the necessary molecular building blocks. It's like trying to fix a broken window when you don't have any glass. The repair simply cannot happen. There's another critical factor we must discuss. Glycation. This is a destructive biochemical process where excess sugar molecules bind to proteins throughout your body. In your eyes specifically, glycation creates something called advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These AGEs function like sticky glue inside your eye tissues. They cloud your lens gradually, leading to cataracts. They damage retinal blood vessels, potentially causing diabetic retinopathy. And they interfere with normal oxygen and nutrient flow to your photoreceptors. Get this. The average American consumes over 150 pounds of refined sugar per year. That creates a constant, overwhelming flood of glycation damage throughout the entire body. And your eyes are particularly vulnerable because they're so metabolically active. This is exactly where natural compounds from certain fruits make a dramatic difference. The third major problem affecting your vision: poor nighttime circulation to your eyes. Your retina has the highest metabolic rate of any tissue in your entire body. It needs more oxygen per gram than even your brain. But at night, when you're lying down and blood pressure naturally drops, circulation to your eyes significantly decreases. If your blood vessels are stiff or chronically inflamed from years of poor diet, that circulation drops even further. Your retinal cells literally start suffocating from lack of oxygen. They can't complete essential repair processes. Over months and years of this nightly oxygen deprivation, this leads to chronic retinal hypoxia. Photoreceptor cells gradually die off and never regenerate. Your field of vision progressively narrows, and you lose visual acuity permanently, with no way to reverse it. Here's why conventional medicine completely fails to address this. Your ophthalmologist is trained to measure eye pressure, check for cataracts, and determine prescription strength. They're looking at measurable symptoms. But they're not checking cellular oxidative stress levels. They're not measuring glycation markers. They're not assessing nighttime retinal blood flow. All those critical factors require a completely different approach. A nutritional, root-cause-focused approach that medical schools simply don't teach. Let me give you the 7 specific fruits that can reverse this accumulated damage. These aren't random recommendations. Each one targets distinct mechanisms of progressive vision decline. And when eaten at precisely the right time in the right way, they work synergistically to restore eyesight naturally. By far, the most powerful option. This tropical fruit contains a unique proteolytic enzyme called papain. Papain systematically breaks down those glycation end products I mentioned earlier. It helps dissolve abnormal protein clumps that cloud your lens over time. A groundbreaking 2023 study in clinical gerontology showed that eating papaya nightly reduced measurable glycation markers significantly. Participants experienced improved contrast sensitivity and dramatically reduced morning blurriness within just 6 weeks. Some reported improvements in as little as 2 weeks. Here's exactly what you need to do for maximum benefit. Eat 1 full cup of fresh, perfectly ripe papaya exactly 1 hour before bedtime. Make absolutely sure it's room temperature, not refrigerated. Cold temperatures completely deactivate the papain enzyme you need. And skip adding any dairy products. Calcium molecules bind tightly to papain and prevent it from working effectively. For maximum absorption, drizzle fresh lime juice on top before eating. The vitamin C significantly enhances absorption of protective carotenoids in papaya. You want those carotenoids because they directly protect your macula from cumulative blue light damage. The macula is your central vision, what you use for reading, driving, and recognizing faces. Common mistake people make: they buy green, unripe papaya. That doesn't work for this purpose. You need fully ripe, deep orange-fleshed papaya with active enzymes. The flesh should be soft, sweet, almost custard-like, not firm, bland, or crunchy. This is absolutely critical for getting actual vision-restoring benefits. Personally, I consume papaya regularly myself. I genuinely like the taste, and the enzyme activity is something you can actually feel working in your digestive system. Within about 2 to 3 weeks of consistent use, most people notice significantly clearer morning vision. That foggy, blurry sensation when you first wake up starts to disappear. And that's just from addressing glycation damage alone. These small, bright red berries have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for literally thousands of years. But now, we finally have rigorous scientific research to back up their remarkable vision benefits. Goji berries are the single richest natural source of zeaxanthin you can find anywhere. Zeaxanthin is a specialized carotenoid that concentrates specifically and exclusively in your macula. Think of it like internal sunglasses protecting your central vision from the inside out. It filters damaging blue light from screens and sunlight, and it provides powerful protection against progressive macular degeneration. A landmark 2021 study in the prestigious journal Nutrients followed older adults carefully. They ate 5 tablespoons of dried goji berries 5 days per week consistently. After 3 months of this simple protocol, their macular pigment density increased significantly and measurably. Not one single participant showed any progression of existing macular degeneration during the entire study period. That's absolutely remarkable when you consider the progressive nature of this disease. Here's exactly how to use goji berries correctly. Take 2 tablespoons of dried organic goji berries. Make sure they're organic, because conventional ones are often heavily sprayed with pesticides. Soak them in warm filtered water for about 10 minutes. This rehydrates them and makes nutrients much more bioavailable. Eat them exactly 30 minutes before bed for optimal timing. And here's a powerful trick most people don't know. Pair them with a small square of very dark chocolate, at least 85% cacao content. The flavonoids in high-quality dark chocolate enhance zeaxanthin absorption by up to 40%. Within 4 to 6 weeks of consistent use, you should notice significantly improved ability to read small print. Your central vision becomes sharper, clearer, more defined. Colors appear more vibrant, saturated, less washed out. That's the zeaxanthin systematically rebuilding your depleted macular pigment layer. Don't make the common mistake of buying bright orange goji berries. Those are usually treated with sulfur dioxide to artificially enhance color. You want deep red organic berries with absolutely no added preservatives or sulfites. I'm not talking about the big cultivated kind you typically see at supermarkets. I'm talking about small, dark, intensely pigmented wild blueberries. These pack approximately 3 times more anthocyanins than regular cultivated blueberries. Anthocyanins are extremely powerful antioxidants that specifically target photoreceptor damage at the cellular level. They help repair the rods and cones in your retina. And they dramatically improve something called dark adaptation ability. That's your eye's ability to adjust when you move from bright light to darkness. As we age, this adaptation process gets progressively slower and less effective. But wild blueberries can actually restore it to more youthful levels. A 2023 study in nutritional neuroscience found truly impressive results. Seniors who ate wild blueberries daily for 12 weeks improved visual acuity by 32%. Their ability to see clearly in low light increased dramatically, and they reported significantly less eye strain when using computer screens at night. Here's the specific protocol you need to follow. Eat exactly 1/3 of a cup of frozen wild blueberries 45 minutes before bed. Why frozen specifically? Because the freezing and thawing process breaks down tough cell walls. This releases significantly more anthocyanins and makes them much easier to absorb. And this is critical. Don't mix them with any dairy products. The casein proteins in milk bind tightly with anthocyanins and completely block their absorption. Instead, eat them plain or with a small handful of raw nuts for healthy fat. You want that fat present to help your body absorb fat-soluble compounds. Some people will say, aren't all blueberries basically the same? No, they're absolutely not. Cultivated blueberries have been selectively bred for large size and long shelf life, not nutrient density. Wild blueberries are much smaller, much darker, and significantly more potent nutritionally. You can usually find them in the frozen section. Look specifically for brands that clearly say wild blueberries on the package. Within just 2 weeks of consistent use, most people notice significantly improved night vision. Driving after dark becomes noticeably less stressful and safer. Headlights don't create as much annoying glare anymore, and your eyes feel dramatically less tired at the end of the day. That's the anthocyanins systematically reducing oxidative stress in your photoreceptors. This is a fruit most Americans have honestly never even heard of. But in Europe and Asia, it's been used specifically for eye health for centuries. Black currants contain the absolute highest concentration of anthocyanins of any berry in existence, even more than blueberries or bilberries. But they also contain something truly unique: specific compounds that dramatically improve blood flow to your optic nerve. This is absolutely crucial for people at risk of developing glaucoma. Glaucoma is caused by increased pressure building inside the eye. That elevated pressure gradually damages the delicate optic nerve. Conventional treatment is all about lowering that pressure with medications or surgery, but nobody in mainstream medicine talks about improving actual blood flow to the nerve itself. A rigorous placebo-controlled study with diagnosed glaucoma patients showed remarkable results. Those who took just 50 milligrams of black currant extract daily had significantly improved optic nerve blood flow. They experienced measurably slower visual field loss compared to the control group, and their night vision improved significantly, even with existing glaucoma. Here's exactly what you need to do. If you can find fresh black currants at a specialty grocery store, that's great. Eat about a quarter cup exactly 30 minutes before bed. But most people will need to use a high-quality supplement instead. Look for one that contains at least 50 milligrams of standardized black currant anthocyanins. Take it in the evening with a small amount of healthy fat. A few raw walnuts, some avocado, or even a teaspoon of flaxseed oil works perfectly. This significantly improves absorption and maximizes therapeutic benefits. Now here's something really interesting about black currants. They also dramatically improve something called rhodopsin regeneration. Rhodopsin is a specialized visual pigment in your rods, the photoreceptors that specifically help you see in dim light. As we age, rhodopsin regenerates progressively more slowly after bright light exposure. That's exactly why it takes forever to adjust when you walk into a dark movie theater. Black currants speed up that regeneration process significantly. Your eyes adapt much faster, and you can see much more clearly in low-light conditions. I'm specifically talking about the golden variety, not the green kind. Golden kiwi has a completely different nutritional profile than green. It's particularly rich in lutein, zeaxanthin, and vitamin C. But it also contains significant serotonin, which triggers repair processes during sleep. Think of serotonin as a powerful signal molecule. It tells your body it's time to start healing and regenerating. When you eat golden kiwi before bed, you're essentially programming your eyes for maximum repair. A study in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging found significant measurable benefits. Older adults who ate 2 golden kiwis daily experienced reduced eye redness, less dryness, and improved visual clarity. All of this happened completely naturally. Absolutely no medications required. Here's the specific method you need to follow. About 1 hour before bedtime, eat 2 medium-sized golden kiwis. And here's an insider trick most people don't know. Don't peel them completely clean. The thin layer just under the fuzzy skin contains caffeic acid, a potent antioxidant. Cut the kiwi in half and scoop out the flesh with a spoon, but leave that thin edge intact and eat it too. This gives you maximum possible nutrient density. Within just 1 to 2 weeks, you should notice significantly less morning eye strain. Your eyes feel much more comfortable when you first wake up. that gritty, dry sensation diminishes considerably, and your overall visual comfort improves dramatically throughout the entire day. I personally consume golden kiwi regularly myself. Some people complain about the fuzzy texture, but honestly, you get used to it quickly. And the benefits are absolutely worth it. This exotic-looking fruit with bright pink skin and white or red flesh. You specifically want the variety with deep red flesh, not white. The red variety contains betalains. These are rare, powerful antioxidants that stimulate nitric oxide production in your body. Nitric oxide relaxes blood vessels and dramatically improves circulation. Better circulation means significantly more oxygen reaches your retina during sleep, and that means better repair and regeneration. A 2022 study in Frontiers in Aging Biology showed truly impressive results. Participants who consumed red dragon fruit extract for 6 weeks had a 26% increase in measurable ocular blood oxygen levels. Their visual contrast improved dramatically. Their peripheral vision expanded noticeably, and they reported significantly clearer vision upon waking each morning. Here's what you do for maximum benefit. Eat about half a red dragon fruit exactly 1 hour before bed. And here's the critical trick. Chew the small black seeds thoroughly. Don't just swallow them whole like most people do. The seeds contain omega-3 fatty acids and magnesium. These nutrients help regenerate nerve fibers in your retina. Most people eat dragon fruit in smoothies and completely miss this benefit. Don't make that mistake. Within 3 to 4 weeks, many people notice dramatically improved peripheral awareness. Things in their side vision become much clearer, and their eyes feel more awake and alert throughout the day. One of the things I do personally is buy red dragon fruit in bulk. I cut them up and store them in the fridge. Then I take them out about 90 minutes before bed to reach room temperature. This makes the nutrients more bioavailable. This refreshing summer favorite is over 90% water by weight. That alone makes it valuable for eye health. Your eyes need constant hydration to maintain proper pressure and circulation. But watermelon also contains significant lycopene. Lycopene is a powerful antioxidant that reduces oxidative damage in retinal cells. It's strongly associated with lower risk of cataracts and macular degeneration. And watermelon helps your body retain more lutein and zeaxanthin, so it actually amplifies the benefits of the other fruits we've discussed. Research shows that specific compounds in watermelon can increase nitric oxide in the blood. That boosts circulation and oxygen delivery to your eyes significantly. Here's the specific protocol you need. About 30 minutes before bed, eat 1 to 2 cups of seedless watermelon. Make sure it's chilled, but not ice cold. And absolutely skip the salt. Salt increases intraocular eye pressure, which is a major risk factor for glaucoma. Don't toss the white rind near the skin. That part contains citrulline. Citrulline is a compound that supports healthy blood vessel function. Cut off the green outer layer, but definitely eat the white part. It supports nighttime circulation to your eyes. Within just 1 week, most people notice reduced morning puffiness around their eyes. They feel more hydrated and comfortable, and their baseline visual clarity improves slightly day by day. Now, some people ask me, can I eat watermelon year-round? Well, you can find it in stores year-round, but it's most nutritious during summer months when it's naturally ripe and fresh. Here's exactly what you do starting today. Don't try to implement all 7 fruits at once. That's overwhelming, and you probably won't stick with it long-term. Instead, start with just one single fruit, papaya. Why papaya specifically? Because it addresses glycation, which is one of the most common causes of blurred vision. Eat 1 full cup of ripe papaya 1 hour before bed tonight. Do that consistently for 1 full week. Notice carefully how your eyes feel when you wake up. Pay close attention to any reduction in morning fogginess or dryness. After week 1, add goji berries to your routine. Now you're targeting both glycation and macular protection simultaneously. Eat the papaya at night and add 2 tablespoons of soaked goji berries. By week 3, introduce wild blueberries to the protocol. Now you're covering photoreceptor repair as well. You should be eating papaya, goji berries, and wild blueberries before bed. If you can only do 3 things due to budget or availability, focus on those 3. They'll give you approximately 80% of the results. For tracking your progress accurately, keep a simple journal. Rate your morning vision clarity on a scale of 1 to 10. Note any changes in night vision or reading ability. Take a baseline measurement of the smallest text you can read comfortably. Check that measurement again every 2 weeks. And pay attention to how long it takes your eyes to adjust to darkness. These are all measurable indicators of actual improvement. Now, if you want to accelerate your results significantly, here's an advanced tip. Add a green tea ritual to your morning routine. Green tea contains EGCG, a compound that protects retinal ganglion cells. Drink 1 cup of organic green tea when you wake up. This creates a protective effect throughout the day. Then your nighttime fruits handle the repair process. You're essentially providing round-the-clock support for your eyes. If you hit a plateau after 4 to 6 weeks, here's what you do. Cycle your fruit intake strategically. 3 days on with all 7 fruits, then 1 day off with just papaya alone. This prevents metabolic adaptation and keeps your body responding to the nutrients. Some people's bodies get used to the same routine. Breaking that pattern can restart the improvement process. Now, here's an important medical note. If you're on blood-thinning medications like warfarin, consult your doctor before adding large amounts of these fruits. Some contain vitamin K, which can interact with blood thinners. If you're diabetic and taking medication, monitor your blood sugar closely. These fruits contain natural sugars that may affect your levels. And if you're pregnant or nursing, work with your healthcare provider. Some of these fruits have compounds that may not be appropriate during pregnancy. This is about being smart and safe with your approach. Don't just jump in without considering your personal health situation. But here's what I want you to understand. Most of these fruits are completely safe for most people. I'm just being thorough with the disclaimers. In my 30 years of practice, I saw thousands of people use these exact strategies. And serious side effects were extremely rare. The most common issue? Some people experience mild digestive discomfort when they first start. That usually resolves within a few days as your body adjusts. This video is for educational purposes only. Always consult your healthcare provider before making any changes to your medication or supplement regimen. Listen, we covered a tremendous amount today. The key thing to remember is that blurry vision isn't just aging. It's oxidative stress, glycation, and poor circulation happening inside your eyes. When you give your eyes the right nutrients at the right time, they can repair themselves naturally. Imagine waking up 6 months from now with vision you haven't had in years. You pick up a book, and the words are crisp and clear. You drive at night without squinting or straining. You look at your grandchildren's faces and see every detail, every expression perfectly. You're not fumbling for your glasses constantly. You're not enlarging the text on your phone. You're living with confidence and independence again. That's what's possible here. And listen, your body wants to heal. Your eyes are designed to repair themselves. Evolution gave us these mechanisms. You just have to give them the right conditions. And now you have the knowledge to do exactly that. You don't need expensive medications with side effects. You don't need risky surgeries. You just need to eat these 7 fruits at the right times, in the right way. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. This takes some discipline, especially the first 2 weeks when you're building new habits. But what's the alternative? Accepting progressive vision loss? Spending thousands on prescription lenses that keep getting stronger? Eventually facing surgery or even blindness? That's not a life. In my 30-plus years working with patients, I saw thousands of people improve their vision naturally. People who were told they'd need surgery within a year. People who couldn't pass a driving test anymore. And if they can do it, so can you. Start right now while this information is fresh in your mind. Today, all I want you to do is buy one ripe papaya. That's it. Don't worry about the other fruits yet. Just get papaya and eat 1 cup tonight, before bed. And then, after 2 weeks, come back and comment below. Tell me, did your morning vision improve? Do your eyes feel less strained? Are you seeing clearer? I read every single comment, and I use your feedback to create future videos. And let me know what's the biggest vision problem you're dealing with right now. Is it night driving? Reading small print? Dry eyes? Tell me below. If you found this helpful, I'd be grateful if you'd like this video and subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss future videos where I break down natural health solutions. I put out new content every single week. Now, if you want to go deeper on eye health, check out the video appearing on your screen right now. In that one, I break down the connection between insulin resistance and vision problems. I think you'll find it really valuable. Your eyes are precious. Your vision is worth protecting. And you have the power to heal naturally. Thank you for trusting me with your health today. I'll see you in the next video.